All right, let's get this scene switched over. How's everybody doing today? Why is my camera not on? 1 second here, guys. Hope everyone's having a good day. 1 second while there we go. Don't know what happened with that, but what is going on, guys? Goldie and username, what's going on? Totally not come from Discord. Can't have Discord till you're 18. There's no way to come here in that case. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well today. Ideally, today will be the day we find ourselves a Drifloon. This one's not nearly as far over odds as Duskull, but I really don't want it to get there. We're going to have to do the usual thing here of figuring out where the heck to find Drifloon today. Hopefully it's a higher encounter rate area than Tuesday. Yeah, Sword and Shield decks. There we go, Drifloon. Where you be, Drifloon? How's being a ghost for like 20 seconds? Uncomfortable, actually. You know, you get really used to existing, and then when you don't, it's wacky. North Lake Mylock. Snowing is 5%, so yeah, we don't want this. Yeah, where's the best spot? The best spot is here in Fog, but unfortunately it's not Fog. So, South Lake is currently foggy. Alright, that works for us then. Kind of. That is a very tiny space to be hunting in, so we'll see if this is going to work. Hey, Ree, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Got a 1 in 12 gauge chance, which is actually a massive L, because it can just get a normal shiny odds via a different method. What do you mean? I said the F word. I did indeed say fog. Discord news. What's the Discord news? You see yesterday? What was it something specific? Posted on the news yesterday? I am confused. I actually didn't check Discord yesterday. I had a lot of stuff going on. So if it was yesterday, I did not see it. Alright, but yeah, this shouldn't be a bad area for Drifloon. It seems like this will be okay. It's a 60% spawn rate here in this weather, so I think we should be okay. Just so long as we can run around enough to make the spawns, like, you know, happen. Your brother was a hot dog. What was he a hot dog for? Is there a special hot dog occasion? It's a lot of Machops. Not a lot of Drifloons. Unless this is already out of the lake. Are we already out of the lake? If we are, this is what I was concerned about this area. It is literally just this patch of grass, okay. It's on Discord. Alright, let's check them. I see. I saw the old post and I saw you put it again, okay. Yeah, but this is a nice little spot. So just so long as we can continuously respawn these Drifloon, it'll be pretty good. My biggest concern is just going to be how tiny this grass patch is. If we have to keep like running away from it, but I feel like doing a quick little loop on the bike is so minimal in time in comparison to some other stuff. You're blind. How are you blind, man? Hey, what's going on, Wage? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Things are going well here. Things are going well here. I'm just trying to find a yellow balloon. Yeah, no, today's been pretty chill. Work's actually been like chill. For reasons that feel very strange. Basically, the things I was assigned to do this week are already done. Like at some point, someone did more work than they said they did, and so they're like, "Hey, Ian, do this," and I went, "Okay," and then I looked into it today, and it was just all done. So yeah, that was interesting. It's kind of like, well, now what do I do? So it was a pretty light day, but it felt weird. It felt weird for that reason, you know. I was like, I should be doing something. We planned for me to do something. Like the thing I was supposed to do was done. I just didn't have to do it. So I did a lot of cleaning. I've lived in this place over a month now, and I'm still terrible with the cleaning. I'm still terrible with the unpacking, there's still stuff everywhere, and a lot of the stuff that has been unpacked was just unpacked wrong. Finishing Hollow Mystery Racing Pieces, nice. Are they in this grass at all, or is this grass like genuinely something else? This grass is definitely something else. But if that's as far as we need to run for, that's fine. Learned a little of the melodious flute on the Windsong lyre. Cool. That's cool. You have to put on an eye patch on your left eye, which is your good eye, to improve your right eye, so everything is blurry. Ah. I guess the idea is like, if you put on the eye patch and like you have to use your right eye, which is the blurry one, it'll like work more to like unblur itself, I guess. I don't know, I'm not eye doctor stuff. I don't know, I've never actually been to an eye doctor. So I don't exactly know how all that stuff works, but yeah, that's how okay. Man, it's been getting into fall here finally. Even up until like last weekend, we were getting like basically summer temperatures, but today was like the first day that I was sitting inside and I was like, man, I should put on a jacket, and it felt nice. It feels nice. I'm not a fan of cold. I prefer the heat, but like there's like a perfect point where like it's cold enough to want to put on a jacket and like some jeans. But it's not, but like when you put those on, it gets back up to that like good warmth, you know? Because like eventually it just gets too cold, right? Where like you put on a jacket and you're still cold. So they don't have glasses that you need 0% effective because you never wore them for 2 years. Like then your prescription changed. Hey, Leaf Green Gamer, welcome to the stream. Got a shiny Goomy after 61 eggs. That's awesome. That's super fast. I'm really hoping I can get this Drifloon here under odds. We got so unlucky with Duskull. I'd like for that not to happen again. Obviously, like, Duskull has no effect on this hunt. This one could be just as long. But I don't want to. I want to get this one under odds. It's cold where you're at. Yo, Samuel, thank you for the super chat. Good luck. Thank you, man. Dono hype for Samuel in chat, guys. Yo, I really appreciate that, dude. The luck is bad, sadly. I don't know, man. I got that luck with I had my luck for Sfeel, right? I feel like that killed all of the luck I had. Pog Dono. Pog Dono indeed. Next hunt is Clobopus. Best of luck, Leaf Green Gamer. Best of luck. I planned on my next hunt being Shuppet, but I planned on like doing Shuppet between now and Halloween, like between Drifloon and Halloween. But now there is only today and tomorrow, and then my Halloween stream on Sunday. And on Sunday we're doing Pumpkaboo. So the pessimistic side of me says Pumpkaboo is probably going to be our next hunt. Unless we find, like, if we find Drifloon right now, we'll switch over to Shuppet. If I can find out where to hunt Shuppet. That's a key part of this. Because I don't even actually know if Shuppet's huntable in this game. I feel embarrassed for how bad my my understanding of this game is. And like the available Pokemon and stuff, you know. But I just didn't play a lot of it. But we're down to what, like 20 or not? We're down to like what, 22, 23 days? Why did my virus stuff pop up saying like, oh yeah, no viruses. All right, cool. I'm streaming. Hush. Yours is worse. Your luck. Drifloon, you better shine. Tired of watching you not shine. Same, honestly. I don't know. Hopefully, if anything, I'm hoping this means our luck is building up towards BDSP. I don't know why I can't think of words right now. I shouldn't be that tired. But yeah, hopefully, you know, if we're getting unlucky with this, which we're not unlucky yet, you know. Can't really say we're unlucky until we hit odds, at the very least. But yeah, can't say we're unlucky at the moment. But if we do remain unlucky, I'm just hoping it means that we get a lot of luck very quickly with BDSP. It's gotta be more early, right? Back in my day, Pokemon shined all the time. Actually, no, they shine less. Like Sfeel. Yeah, every Pokemon I hunt needs to be like Sfeel, but it can only be when I hunt them. It can't be when anyone else hunts them. Yeah, this weekend's gonna be pretty hectic for me. Basically, you know, like from when I wake up tomorrow until like at least Sunday morning, if not like all the way through until after stream Sunday, it's gonna be like very hectic. Good hectic, like everything I'm doing is things I want to do, and it's exciting stuff, but it's just gonna be a lot of stuff. Am I gonna be at Puffin stream tomorrow for a bit? It would depend on what time he's doing it. Basically, so like right now for me it's 7:15ish, right? Like, so Eastern time for me. So usually I don't know when Puffin is streaming because I didn't actually see the schedule for it. But if he's streaming like at his usual time, I unfortunately probably won't be able to make it. I've got the robotics team I help with as a competition this weekend, and I'm helping them with some stuff tomorrow from like 4 to 6, which would be like prime Puffin streaming time. Pumpkin sub tree. What's going on? Welcome to the stream, sus. I like to think I'm not sus. I'd love to try to make it to Puffin stream. If he's still going, like when I finish up stuff, or like he starts before I start things, I definitely want to pop in and at least say hi. I'm glad to see that he's still doing a little bit of stuff. I totally, get him taking the break though, and like just like stepping back from it. Whether it is like a break or if it's just in general what he wants to do for now. I totally understand that, but it is nice to still see him around. For you, it's at 2:30. What time is it for you right now, then? Because yeah, usually he starts at like 4:30 for me. All right, let's see. Nope. It is currently 4:17 for you. Okay, so... Okay, so if it starts then, it should still be going. I should be able to pop in for a little bit of it. That's nice. Okay. Got you. Thank you for that. Yeah, I just had to do the quick conversion. Okay, yeah, so... I guess he'd be starting around 5:30 my time. Yeah, and my stuff finishes up at like 6, so... I should be able to pop in for a few minutes, like between getting home from the robotic stuff and before starting my own stream. I didn't realize this was a Rocket League, so I'm playing the like Monster Cat Rocket League playlist. I didn't realize that like some of these songs were in Rocket League at this point. Because like I knew a lot of these were in it, but like Stronger I didn't know was in it. Is there crab and Krabby Patties? The name would imply it, but like I would also like to think not. You know. Earthbound Fan 94, Sudden, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? Now, I would like to think that there aren't. I'd like to think that there aren't crabs and Krabby Patties if Mr. Krabs is selling them, but I wouldn't put it past Mr. Krabs, you know. Hey, Mexican Trek, what's going on, man? Welcome. How you doing today? It's been a while. Hope all's been well for you, man. First time seeing one of my mods. It's been a while since we've like properly had a mod in here. Yeah, Mel's occasionally popped in, but you know, her being in like on literally like the other side of the world kind of makes it hard. She's like, when I'm streaming, she's starting work, so that doesn't work. And then yeah, like a couple of my other mods only really hop in like if the streams get big. Justin235, welcome. How you doing today? Doing good. I've been playing tons of Back 4 Blood. Have you liked it? I've heard a lot about that game, but I actually haven't like done anything with it myself. Not much, just doing a shiny only run of Let's Go. Best of luck with that. He'll do anything for money. Like that's the thing, right? Like I wouldn't put it past him, but I would like to assume he has some kind of limit, right? Barely a mod, kind of brute force your way into it. Yeah, honestly, Mexican Shrek memed his way into being a mod. Like he didn't try to be one. Or anything like that. He literally just like went, haha, it'd be funny if I was mod, and like did it in a way that like was genuinely just a joke, and I was like, you're mod now. Don't try it, it'll only happen the one time. Pet Rock broken in half? No! Justin, I'm so sorry. That's like the one way a pet rock can die. Or you can just view it as you have 2 pet rocks now. That's also an option in my mind. Loves Chum, and Chum is just fishing up blood. No, that's his main competitor. See, that's the one that, like... you would have to think is more of an actual problem, right? In Bikini Bottom is like Plankton named a restaurant Chum Bucket and sells stuff called chum, right? Like, what if someone just opened a restaurant like here, like in like someone just opened like a normal restaurant but called it like the Corpse Burger or something, and then like made really sketchy looking burgers, and people are like, they might be, you know, like it might be. So yeah, then you just wouldn't eat there. It's just a bad game plan. Is addicted to it. That must be a new storyline. I don't remember this being a thing. Grubhouse sells grub, but grub's not people, right? That's the problem with the Chum Bucket. Is like, chum is specifically dead fish. He's trying to sell it to fish. SpongeBob lore goes deep, man. A lot's probably changed in the years since I last watched. Got 2 shiny Duraludon from the Duraludon hunt. Nice, best of luck. Or not best of luck, congratulations. I'm bad with words today. What's going on, Vanillix? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, man? Have 2 golden Pokemon cards. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Like some of the ones that like got the golden art on them and stuff. They're shiny gold. Ooh, nice. Nice. I haven't collected Pokemon cards in a good while. Bad with words 24/7. Yeah, I mean, same. It takes a lot of energy to say words good for an entire stream. Hence why I end up rambling a lot. A rare sight these days for a mod, right? Yeah, I was just saying that because username was saying they literally haven't seen like another mod here at any point. And it's like, yeah, I mean that kind of just is the case though, right? Like, as far as the mods, most of them are like busy right now. I know like Brad, I think is still a mod on YouTube at least. Like, yeah, Brad's getting like a wedding ready and stuff like that. It's like there's a whole lot of stuff going on. Mel, like we've talked about, is literally like halfway around the world and is like at work during streams and stuff. So like that doesn't work right now, you know? So like, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since we had like a mod just hang out and chat. One fish even ate chum and enjoyed it, even though it's fish flesh. I mean, it is a thing. Fish eat fish. Like that's part of nature. So like, I don't know. Maybe this is more of a predator fish. Sudden's a pro gamer. Are you now, Sudden? That's high praise from yourself. Sun and Moon Ultra Beast. Oh, that's cool. Who is every one of them? What? Every one of who? Mods? As far as mods go, there's Mel, there's Mexican Shrek. I think Tony is a mod still on YouTube. Yeah, so Mel, Mexican Shrek, Tony, Brad, Indy, and Yumiko, I believe. I think that's it. I haven't really had to look at my mod list in a while. Aside from that, it's like Nightbot and like the Streamlabs bot and stuff. Yeah, they used to be in chat a lot more, but that was like 2017, so things have changed schedule-wise. Yeah, Mel and Indy are both like halfway around the world, so that doesn't work like it did before. Brad's got job and life and all this other stuff happening. I've been betrayed by Yumiko. He hangs out in other streams, Twitch streams and stuff now. At this time, usually. Mouse has learned to scream yesterday. Oh no! Like a pet mouse? I have to assume it's a pet mouse, not a keyboard, like a computer mouse. Found 4 members from your shiny only Let's Go team in just 3 or 4 days. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's Go hunting can go really quickly. Which cartoon food would you want to try if you could? Good question. Good question. I don't know. Seafood never sits well with me, so it probably wouldn't be a Krabby Patty, you know? It's a pet. Aw. Does the mouse have a name? Or is it just mouse? In the same way that my cat, despite having a name, is basically just cat 90% of the time. Speaking of my cat, though, my cat Adele, for anyone who is unaware, there's a special Halloween stream happening. We had a donation goal for me to wear a costume as well as for my cat to wear a costume. So I'll be wearing an Ash Ketchum costume, and Adele, my cat, will be wearing a Pikachu costume. Be sure to be at the stream. I'm going to be scheduling it. I'm going to be scheduling tomorrow's stream and Sunday's Halloween stream tonight after this stream. I'll be going ahead and put them in. Make sure to be here for the Halloween stream early if you want to see the cat in a costume. I don't think she's going to stay in it for 3 hours or however long we end up streaming. And she did not sign up for this, so I'm not going to keep her in it if she is getting like super uncomfy or anything. So be here early, be ready to be here early if you want to see the cat. You would choose Tom and Jerry as the food? I don't think they're food. How's Adele? She's doing well. She's doing really well. We've been going on more walks with her little harness. She met one of the like outdoor cats that wanders around the neighborhood. It was up drinking water out of like a container on my back porch, and Adele was looking at her, or looking at the cat. I assume it's a her, just given that it like looks like a calico kind of cat, which are all girls. So, but yeah, she was looking at the outdoor cat. Her tail was super poofy, so she was ready to throw down. When? I don't know the exact time yet. I'm gonna be figuring that out post stream today. So between now and tomorrow's stream, the Sunday stream schedule will go up. I will make an announcement on Discord. I will probably make an announcement on YouTube through the community tab. Yeah, definitely just like be there if you want to see the cat in a costume. Found out Ash X Go is a ship. I mean, honestly, in anime, every combination is a ship usually. Make sure to DM. Don't want to forget. I'll have it planned. Like I said, I'll have it planned before tomorrow's stream for sure. Oh, the food in Tom and Jerry. The food's needlessly detailed. Well, then it better be good food. Misspelled. You're blind. You're good. You're good. You have a chihuahua named Taco. Aw. That's a cute name. It's gonna be food if it doesn't stop. Basically is your name, basically. When it comes to any kind of fan base, there's gonna be people who want every ship. Hey, what's going on, John? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? It's hit 800 encounters on Drifloon. Also, guys, today I got my pre-order put in place for BDSP. I have both games pre-ordered physically. Crossing my fingers that when I get the update from GameStop about like just the reminder of saying, hey, you pre-ordered, make sure, you know, here's all the details. Hopefully the details are a midnight release. I am really, really hopeful for a midnight release. Think they'll ever do Let's Go Johto? I really hope they do, Earthbound fan. I really hope they do. Johto, or like Let's Go, like initially when it was announced, I know like there was a lot of like kind of like pushback on it. I was part of that. After playing it, honestly, they were super quality games, and they're a breath of air, of like fresh air and a bit of like a different kind of feel. I really hope that we start getting more Let's Go games. I would love to see. I don't think it'll happen. I think we'll see Gen 9 after Legends as far as like the next announcement of games. But I would love to see like if Legends comes out in January, like in March we get an announcement for like Let's Go coming out in the fall, like of a Johto game. I wouldn't mind that. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, because I would love to see the regions all kind of done again, like the remakes being Let's Go games. I think that's a kind of cool idea. Probably 1,000 roly-polies in a big fish tank in your house? Why you got that many roly-polies? That seems like an excessive number of roly-polies. Best starter Pokemon, wrong answers only. Everyone but Rowlet. Got to catch you on a stream. I really enjoyed the first one I saw. Keeter, glad to have you back. Hope your day's been going well. You're gonna head out. All right, see you later, Ree. Hopefully your eye patch situation helps and everything. Hopefully your vision gets less blurry. And see you again soon. Leaf thing. I have to assume that one's Chikorita. Given that the other two are obviously the other Johto starters, but just leaf thing. Fair description of Chikorita, honestly. Like, almost every starter you can kind of point to, this is what it was referenced off of, but until you see, like, Bayleaf and Meganium and see that it's kind of just supposed to be, like, a dinosaur kind of teal, it's like, what is Chikorita, right? Like, it's just a bean with a leaf on it, honestly. Hey, Flint, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope all is going well. Gonna go. All right, see you later, Justin. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. It was nice to have you here. Hope to see you again soon. Hopefully you can be here to see the cat in a Pikachu costume. That is happening on Sunday, Halloween. You got a shiny Porygon? That's awesome, Earthbound. Nice. More Pokemon for that. Let's go run. Guess what? What's up? What's up, Flint? What's up? Chikorita is cute. Oh, I'm not saying it's not cute. I honestly think Chikorita is my favorite starter from Gen 2. But we can't deny that it's literally just like Chikorita in its initial form is literally just like a blob. Like a bean with a leaf on it, right? Shy, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Always thought Chikorita looked a little like a pear. I can see that. It's got the coloring of one, right? It's got the coloring and like the one leaf on it. It's like the stem. Got a goldfish named Sushi. Cute but concerning name. Congrats on the goldfish. Genuinely don't know why people hate Chikorita. I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of that for Bulbasaur too. It's just those early grass starters. So happy right now. Seriously, that's awesome. That's awesome that you got the Porygon. You're freezing cold, dude. I'm wearing a hoodie at my desk right now. Didn't pick the name. You bought it for a friend who would have ended up killing it. I'm glad you bought it then. I'm glad you got it from them so that it can live a happy life. Come back here, Drifloons. Good news, done with marching band practice. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Do you have any more like marching band events, like games or competitions to go to, or is it all done? Bed 24/7. Man, I've started putting the comforter back on my bed. It's so hard to get up in the morning. Honestly, I'm considering moving a laptop charger into my bedroom just so like when I wake up in the morning, I can like lay in bed for those first few meetings. Cause like I have an hour of meetings straight. Like when I wake up in the morning, it's like they're all just like voice calls. I could sit in bed, but then I would not only have to convince myself to wake up for the meeting, I would then an hour later have to convince myself to actually get out of the bed, which is just hard, you know? Like I'd end up like doing half the day, like to the laptop in bed, and like that's not gonna be productive. Getting your tank ready for sushi right now. Gotta acclimate and all. Absolutely. Seems like you know what you're doing. That's good. Sushi's gonna be a happy fish. Tomorrow's the last game. Well, I hope the game goes well for you. Yeah, and everything on a high note. Hope your like halftime show and all that goes well. Team sucks and didn't get in the playoffs. All right, I feel that. Yeah, my high school team. I specifically remember because I've talked about this before, like how at my school everyone went to the football games to watch the band. Like yeah, we just went to watch the band. The football game itself was just time to talk. Like I honestly couldn't tell you any like big plays that happened in our football games because there weren't any. and we weren't paying attention. The only time we paid attention was halftime. We would sit down, shut up, and cheer for the band. That's basically what happened. Apparently, like a year or two after I graduated, the team actually like went on to almost win like the like division championship or something, and then it never happened again after that. It seems like anytime our school started to actually get good students, they built another high school that took all of the actually like athletically talented kids. It was rough. It was rough to be a football fan there, but if you were a fan of the marching band, it was a great place to be. Want to go back to online school? Nothing to do but except swings 24/7? Like at normal school? I would love to have swings all the time in school. Doing costumes for the game? Gonna go as your OG mascot that's still part of your name? Alright. That'll be cool. Going as a shy dude. Shy guy. Your name was Shy Dude. The character you were was Shy Guy. Gonna hunt again in the same route. To get a shiny Vulpix. Awesome. Best of luck, Earthbound. Shy didn't come from any guy. Swings are literally the only area you go to. Swings are fun though. I remember in elementary school we'd always just like see who could like launch themselves the farthest off the swings. Came from the guy of the shy. I see. Got your Zacian code today. That's awesome, dude. Congrats, congrats. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for GameStop to get Zamazenta codes in. I don't know why they didn't have any. Yeah, like you would think that would be sorted out. I don't know why like only like the Zacian codes made it and like the Zamazentas like just didn't ship to any GameStop. I guess the idea is to like get you to go once and then get you to go back again. For anyone that was gonna go in and get like anyone that was gonna go in on the first day knew to get both codes. So they're just like, you'll make you come back again. So you can go the highest and also try to break the swings. We'd start getting to the point where you'd go past like level, like the chains would start to be facing down back to like they'd be facing up towards the swing. And so you just start like free falling a little bit. Like the chains would go slack and you'd just like slap back down. That was always painful. But it didn't stop us from doing it. Still hunting for your shiny Goomy. I think you've hatched around 570 eggs at this point. Best of luck on Goomy. Someone earlier in stream said they got Goomy in like 61 eggs. I was jealous. So I can't remember the last time I had like a fast Masuda hunt. I've always had so many issues with Masuda hunts. Either I get it like reasonably quick or I get it like hundreds and hundreds of eggs over odds. That's the current state of Grookey. Yeah, Grookey is still very much over odds. Chicken nugget heaven. There's context here. There's context here that I have missed. Also, guys, if you haven't left a like on the stream yet, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. It helps out a lot. We're always trying to get to our like goal of 15 likes per stream. So if you haven't liked yet, I'd appreciate it if you did, and thank you if you have. Got a shiny Vulpix in 7 eggs when you were 12, so can't complain. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I have gotten decently lucky. I think I found like 3 shinies through Masuda Method in one day in Sun. Yeah, like that happened, but then aside from that, like nearly every egg hunt I've done's gone incredibly long. Switch froze today. You were hunting Centiskorch and encountered one, and it froze. Switch reset just before class started, fortunately. Dang, that's weird. I wonder why that happened. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. Jeb Jab, what's going on? Is that Gex? Obviously. What's going on, Jeb Jab? Welcome to the stream. This is just classic Gex, man. Confused? Oh, I was confused about the chicken nugget heaven thing. One time you got a random shiny Larvitar out of an egg and you weren't even hunting. It was just a random egg in a box. That's always the best. I will say I have gotten a couple like shinies from eggs that have just been me cleaning up eggs. Like I do the whole hunt and I just have leftover eggs and I find a shiny in that. That has happened before. Jeb and Shy have run into each other before. So I don't feel like some of these songs are in Rocket League. And Jeb, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Sub hype for Jeb, guys. Epic, super epic. I just run up, turn around just so I can hopefully see some new Pokemon. Alright, there we go, Drifloons. This isn't in Rocket League? Then why is it in Monster Cat's Rocket League playlist? See, like, I agreed, Sudden. Like, I don't remember hearing this in Rocket League, and it's old enough that I would have heard it in Rocket League. I played enough at the time. But yeah, I don't remember this one being in there. The Gumi Hunt was faster than expected. Yeah, right? Yeah, Leaf Green. Keeter in chat is also currently doing a Gumi Hunt. And did not find theirs in 61 eggs. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know as far as like the inclusion in Rocket League, because I look at the playlist, most of it is in Rocket League, but some of it just isn't. So I don't know. Be right back. Alright, see you in a bit, username. Not that I'm complaining, it's all good music. It's just like, I don't remember this. Isn't it Nevada? It's Nevada, yeah. Yo, what's going on, Juan? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? How's Inktober going? You only got, what, 3 more days of it, Juan? If you don't know Jeb, you're lame. Well, we all know Jeb now, so we're not lame anymore. The chat has been de-lamed. Check Discord? Check Discord for what? Is it relevant to stream? Isn't Rocket League Monster Cat probably was in something when making this playlist? Maybe it's going to be added into Rocket League soon. Good thing is that you've gotten 2 6IV Gumi from this. That's pretty cool. Ooh, those could be some good Goodras then. Want to battle a Togepi again, but you need a better strat. Something even more gimmicky. More impossible for it to work, yet you're still going to win the battle somehow. I'm just running a little bit further up this time, just to make sure everything clears out, make sure it's a completely fresh patch of grass, because I feel like the middle of the grass was never quite unloading, you know? Don't want to hunt Centiskorch, but don't know what you want to play. Yeah, I can see not wanting to go right back into it after it like glitched out like that. Only thing you can think of as added recently is Monster Cat's 10th anniversary, true. Yeah, I don't know. Like, some of the stuff in here is definitely from, like, I definitely know from Rocket League, but, like, looking at the names of songs, but So far, yeah, a lot of the music's been new despite the amount of time that I've played Rocket League. And the fact that I've sorted this playlist like my old stuff first. Got a plan on what your Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl team is going to be? No clue what my plan is yet, but I need to make one because my plan is to beat those games as fast as I possibly can, so I can get the Shiny Charm as fast as I can. So really what's probably going to happen is my team's going to be largely based around, like, evolving things, like, while we're playing through the game, while also not losing pace in the game. Because, yeah, realistically for me, like, me finishing the game later than someone, but having, like, 90% of the decks complete is fine. Just so long as, like, my dex completion happens, like, relatively fast. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. That's something I still need to plan out, if I have a plan for it. The only thing I have planned at the moment is my starter stuff. Like, my goal is for, like, my starter stuff to basically be, Piplup's going to be on my main game, which will probably be Brilliant Diamond. Shining Pearl, I'll get a Chimchar, play far enough to trade over to Brilliant Diamond, do that, and then reset, start a new save with Turtwig, and that'll be the, like, Shining Pearl save I have. I think. We'll see. Got a team plan for both. Nice! I recommend, play Gex, recommend the one where they fight each other. Yeah, I gotta get through this version of Gex first, it just takes a while. You went in with non-fully evolved Pokemon and they were getting swept. Them strats are too big brain. How come we forgot what Delmize looked like 2 times? I don't know. I think only you can answer that one. We might need a live stream where we help you on the trade evolutions and exclusives. It's possible, yeah. You guys playing teams? Sometimes you do. I usually do not. I take a very, very unique approach, I feel, to the games usually, that I'm not taking to them this time. Being very grindy, very slow, and over-leveling like crazy because I don't want challenge. I am boring, nah. No, but usually I'll, like, try to be completing my decks along the way, which will matter this time a little bit, but realistically, if I can get to endgame and just catch everything and, like, run it through the highest level Pokemon over and over again, that'll work the best. We'll see. I gotta figure this out. I've got, what, like 22 days to sort that kind of stuff out. Gotta go, gonna play some Smash, or listen to Final Fantasy VII music. Alright, have a good time, Shy. Thanks for being here, man. Hope to see you again soon. Let's go random and see what's good. Honestly, basically what happens for me usually is I catch everything I see and I try to level up a whole bunch just to make sure I see even like the 5%, 1% encounters. Usually I go in without looking at Cerebi or anything, so like I am fully basing my playthrough off of just like blindly playing. Since this is a pretty standard remake, I'm just gonna... I know Sinnoh, right? Like, I am at least familiar with Sinnoh. This isn't new content, really. I don't have nearly as much of an issue looking at stuff. But yeah, usually the way my team works, or ends up working, is everything except for the starter is free to rotate. Excuse me. Basically, things come out of the team to be leveled up to evolve. Once they're fully evolved, I swap them out with something else. And eventually what happens is something just does well in a battle, and it stays on the team at that point. At some point, it breaks away level-wise, and just is suddenly useful all the time. And I need useful Pokemon if I'm leveling up other stuff, so then it just works out that way. No Sinnoh, but not that well, that's fair. Want to use Pokemon you never used, fair. Getting a unique experience with it, yeah. For me, right now, my thought is just play the games as efficiently as I can. With my end goal being a completed Dex and a Shiny Charm. But yeah, there's a good chance, Juan, talking about the trade evos and exclusives and stuff. There's a chance that needs to happen. We'll see. We'll see what the situation ends up being. Gonna go now because you got homework and stuff. Alright, see you later, username. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Best of luck with the homework. First time we're going to use Rotom, you're using different forms for both teams. There you go. Yeah, I have both games pre-ordered. I don't know what my situation is going to be as far as playing both of them. Like, if it's on one Switch or on two Switches, or what the deal is there. It is one of the issues, right, with the Switch saves being on the Switch. It's like, previously it's like, I mean, I could just slap my 3DS game into any 3DS and I just keep playing, you know. My cartridge is my cartridge, right? Like, that was the thing. I was like, I don't care what the game, or what the system is. I just care that the cartridge is my cartridge. So I could swap them around and throw them into, so I could throw it into capture cards and other stuff, and it didn't really have an effect on anything. But now that it's like, now that it's locked into the Switch, it makes it a lot more difficult to just like casually swap cartridges around. I have to know which Switch is my, if I have two Switches, I have to know which one's my Brilliant Diamond Switch and which one's my Shining Pearl Switch, and like, or if like they each have a save for one, which has what, you know, like it becomes wonky. You just go what you know is good. That's totally fair too. For challenges, sometimes box your starter. I know several people do that just because, yeah, your starter tends to like just be designed to be easier. Hoenn is your strongest region with locations, then Alola, then Kalos. Besides that one big town. Oh god, yeah. No, the center of Kalos is awful. Because you never come at it from the same angle. From there, you have a strong memory of them. Yeah, like Alola and Hoenn, same. Like Alola and Hoenn, I could probably, aside from route numbers, I'm pretty good about those. Get paid tomorrow just in time for Animal Crossing DLC? Nice. I don't know if I get paid tomorrow. I get paid at the end of each month, but a lot of times like that just ends up being the last Friday of the month or something, or just like the last weekday of the month. Which in October's case is tomorrow. But I don't know, maybe I'll get paid on Monday. I'm not sure. Just so long as it's by Monday so I can pay rent. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back, Spartan. Knew it was decent in Sword. Super beat it in like 2 days with one attempt to become champion. Yeah, Sword wasn't hard. We go to photographic memory of Unova, both games. Nice. First game? My first game was Fire Red. Yeah, for me, like Gen 3 was my first experience with Pokemon. It was Fire Red, then it was Sapphire, then it was Emerald. Getting the Animal Crossing DLC and not getting the online expansion. Fair. I mean, that makes total sense. Yeah, it just sounds like the N64 stuff and everything like just hasn't really been handled well from the sounds of it. And also, it's expensive. First game was wine. Nice. Yeah, so like those are my first games, and then like I stopped playing largely around the middle of Gen 4, and then I came back with Alpha Sapphire. Know this song, so you're getting close to full combo on an Expert Plus. Oh, Beat Saber, that's awesome, dude. That is awesome. I need to get Beat Saber hooked up. I've got my Oculus out. I've got controllers for it. I've got the batteries and everything. Like, I have the space. I just have to get everything set up properly for it. I even have a little, you can kind of see it over there. It's like in black, but it's like a mount for it to hang it on. Anyone excited for the GTA remasters? I've heard so little about them, just because I haven't really looked into it. I don't have a lot of attachment to older GTA games, so for me it's not that big of a deal. But I'm excited for the people who are into them. Missed 3 or 4 notes. That's how it goes though, man. That's how those rhythm games are. Like, you're just in the flow of it, and then like you sneeze or something, and it's just over, right? Blue Boy, what is going on? Welcome. How you doing today? Gen 5 music though, but Gen 3 music. First game was Pokemon Black. Got it on Easter Sunday and got so mad when your parents made you stop playing to go to church. So I just want to play Pokemon. Come on. Now, my biggest thing, Sudden, when it comes to Beat Saber, the most annoying thing from you in full comboing is the occasions where I assume it happens with the Quest too, but I know with the Rift, what'll happen is like the controller gets at a really weird angle and does, like for half a second doesn't get detected by the headset, so it doesn't know where the controller is, and so it counts as missing a note, and that is frustrating. Gen 5 music slaps. But again, counterpoint. Gen 3 trumpets. I guess it doesn't really stop Gen 5 music from slapping, but I just think Gen 3 slaps harder. Literally only missed those 4 notes by having an itch on your nose. Oh no. Tapping is the best starter for you? Interesting, interesting. You don't hear that one a lot. Good old tracking issues, right? That's one of the benefits of like the outside in tracking, right? Instead of inside out. Haven't experienced it since the Quest 1. Yeah, I mean the Quest 2 is new enough that I have to assume that like any issues that the Quest 1 and the Rift S had, it's kind of fixed. May Rival music really does boom. Dude, I mean, it's just there's no other hunt that I do that I leave the game music on no matter what, except for Jirachi. Just because I love listening to that Hoenn music. Even if I'm listening to the same, like, 3 tracks over and over again. Hoenn music's just that good. If you combine the drums of Gen 5 and the trumpets from Gen 3, we'd have the ultimate OSD. We gotta make it happen. Convince Game Freak to make it happen in Gen 9. You like the more simple games in GTA before 4? Were great. 4 and 5 have been way too much crammed into them. I think that's fair. Excuse me. I mean, obviously I like 5. That's the one that I've actually put hours into. I haven't really done that with any other GTA. But I can see that. I can see that. If you like whatever, like the classic gameplay loop of GTA, and then like they just started blowing it up with 4 and 5. Like, I can see that being like, I just want to go back to the basics. Played it at school, the Quest 1, as soon as the Quest 2 came out. I asked your mom for it for Christmas because you couldn't take the tracking issues at school when you went. Yeah, the tracking can be really frustrating, especially like if you're really getting into it with Beat Saber and you just start like swinging a bit too far, right? Because like obviously the game's encouraging you to swing further. But you gotta get a lot of wrist motion in there. If you use too much arm, you end up blocking the tracker. Do you recommend listening to the Laszlo podcast show on GTA 3? Dude argues with this guest. It's on YouTube if you want to listen to it. That'd be interesting. I don't know if the other games do this. I just know that in GTA 5 it was really cool that like the radio updated as you played. Like granted, obviously it only happened through the story, and then after the story was done, like the radio was the radio at that point. But it was very interesting having the radio in GTA 5. Because I noticed it, and I don't usually notice these kind of little details in games. But noticing that the radio in GTA 5 like talked about different stories depending on what you had done. You were all virtual last year, but knew of development on the Quest 2 because, fun fact, one of your dads works on the side of the Quest 2. That's cool. If they do Let's Go Johto, how would they handle the game corner? Volt Orb flip, maybe. I don't know. It just might not be there. I still think it's silly that it's not there, but I don't have a say in that. I think it's silly that they had to take it out, right? But at the end of the day, that's not my call. Nintendo's just trying to keep it so that anyone can play their games. News coming out, so why not? Let's see what you did there. Yeah. I see you. I see what you're doing. I see the puns. And also thank you guys for all the likes on the stream. We're almost to our usual 15 like goal. Hoping we can hit that today. Yeah, we're getting a good number of encounters today. I'm very pleased with this 60% overworld encounter, even if it's only this one patch of grass. I don't know about that one, Sutton. I don't think I'm that good. Been playing tons of Assetto too. I need to play that. I haven't gotten my sim wheel set up. That's like just on the floor behind the printer right now, just because I don't have a place for it. Once I have a good place for it, though, it's going up. Hey Furfro, because it's basically soft locked you. Did you know the maze puzzle and why until you do it? Yeah, I get that. Like, especially like when you're first playing a game when like you're younger and it's like I don't know what to do, and then like you end up in this weird situation where it's like no one's explicitly telling you to do a certain thing, and like the route like is just blocked for no reason, you know, and you're basically just stuck there. Like, what am I supposed to do? I feel that. Still hate Furfro. That's fair. I totally get it. I totally get it. That's the kind of thing that lasts, right? And there's enough Pokemon that, like, it doesn't hurt to hate one, right? Like, it's not like hating a singular Pokemon, like, is, like, really an effect on, like, a large percentage of the number of Pokemon in the game. It's literally, like, 1 out of 1,000 at this point. Almost a 900. Dang! So many Drifloon, guys. So many Drifloon. There's so many. There's still so many. We've seen so many today already. Yeah, like there's a solid chance we pass 1,000 scene, right? Like, assuming we don't find it, there's a solid chance we pass 1,000 Drifloon today. Sudden Simpages come to an end. This is a strange... I don't remember this being in... I don't remember this being in Rocket League either. What the heck? Gonna evolve your shiny Weeping Bell. Gotta get that Victory Bell. Wasn't in Rocket League either. This is listed as being in one of the Rocket League albums. I'm wondering if some of these songs are like just in like are in the like Monster Cat albums for Rocket League and then just like didn't get loaded into the game. I don't know. Like, I'm wondering if Monster Cat put forward so many songs and Psyonix only loaded in, like, certain ones that, like, lined up the best with the game. You know? I can see that being the case. Like, if Psyonix went, oh yeah, thanks for the songs, but, like, some of these just don't, like, quite feel right. Maybe that's kind of what they were going for. Because, like, I can see Monster Cat being like, this is a good one, and, like, this one just not, like, lining up with, like, what Psyonix was vibing with, you know? So that's my assumption. Wish they had more fire types in Sinnoh. You know, it's from the looks of it, it seems like there's going to be ways to get more fire types. I don't know how readily available those things are going to be during the story, but at least... At the very least, at some point in the game, even if it's like end game or post game, you'll be able to get a good number of fire types. It seems, because it seems like as much as they're faithful remakes, it does seem like dexes are mixed up. So dexes aren't going to line up with Diamond or Pearl. It seems like they're going to be a mix with Platinum at the very least. Even though Psyonix doesn't technically own Rocket League anymore. I mean, they were just bought by Epic. So when I checked on that song being there, it was one of like the older Rocket League Monster Cat playlists. So it would have been decided, like the decision of what one in the game would have still been Psyonix's. In the same way that it still kind of is Psyonix's now, despite them just being part of Epic. Wonder how they'll handle the Rotom event. What Rotom event? I feel like I've missed a good bit of like various BDSP news this week. Is there already an event planned for BDSP with Rotom? Epic Games bought it, and Psyonix just gave up the game and let Epic take over. Epic bought Psyonix. They didn't buy Rocket League. They bought Psyonix, which also meant they bought Rocket League because Psyonix is 100% owner of Rocket League. But they bought Psyonix. Which means at that point, like, if Epic wants something to happen, Psyonix has to do it. Because they're owned by Epic. But Psyonix is still the ones working on the game. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, like, okay, for that Rotom specifically, got you. I thought you meant, like, I thought there was, like, an event for, like, giving out a Rotom or something. Dumb moment. Now you get, yeah, so, like, Epic bought Psyonix. One for Rocket League, two for the fact that Psyonix are actually really solid Unreal Engine developers. And, like, have been for a long time. Hope you're able to change his form early. Yeah, that'd be nice. I don't see why they would limit when you could really change it. Like, I would assume that, like, pretty close to getting Rotom, they give you the ability to. Like, it doesn't seem like the thing that they'd really benefit from, like, preventing you from doing, right? Like, but who knows? Who knows? This is the same... I guess it's not really the same developers because it's Ilka this time, but... This is the same franchise that had in-game sound controls locked behind an item that you weren't forced to take. Like, random NPC halfway through the game finally gives you volume slider options. Like, that was strange. High school brain shut down. Don't think anymore tonight. Fair. Did not expect to run into that, Ralts. Was so laser focused in on the Drifloon. Will Mindy still have the Everstone Haunter? I hope so. I hope so. The younger generation must also feel the same pain. Quarter ends tomorrow, so you're stressing your brains gone dead, so tonight only actions for Caleb are accounted for. Worst region? Honestly, Galar. I'm just not a fan. Especially just from the perspective of, like, a lot of the, like, it was too simplistic in ways, and I'm not a fan of the wild area. So, I don't know. It's just, it's not my favorite. It honestly feels like the most linear region of them all. Literally no reason to ever go back to anywhere you weren't before, unless the path is a loop. You know, like, you just keep marching forward, and it can get really boring, in my opinion. This is definitely in Rocket League. I mean, it is Monster Cat's official Rocket League playlist. I would assume at least some of it was from the game. Galar. You'd say Johto, it's good but not that great. Interesting. We usually don't have people dislike Johto in chat. We actually had an argument in chat either earlier this week or last week about Johto being the most underrated region, and then I think, like, everyone in chat kind of being like, but it's not, because, like, you almost never hear anything bad about it. Like, this is, like, the first time I think anyone said anything like it's like, you even say it's good but not that great. Like, that's different from, like, saying it's bad. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone, like, hate on Johto. You know, so, like, yeah, so it's just funny. It's funny to see Johto pop up as someone saying it's their least favorite. But yeah, for me it is absolutely Galar. As much as that's unfortunate to say, you know, but, like, it just doesn't feel the same, you know. It doesn't feel quite right. I didn't realize there was another Drifloon there. Oh yeah, we're absolutely gonna hit 1,000. I said that earlier, like, oh, are we gonna hit 1,000? Not realizing that we'd already almost done 200 encounters, and it wasn't like that we had done 100. This doesn't seem familiar. This definitely feels Rocket League, though. Do you really like Canada? It's a fun region. Also a bit biased since it's based on Britain and British. Fair, honestly. I'll accept that. For me, again, like, the biggest thing for me, discounting stories, like, if you remove the story from it, aside from the way the story moves you through the region, I think that is very important. Like, the actual story itself, you can kind of ignore. like the fine details, right? Like in the way that like XY would have sent you to the Pokeball factory or something. Like ignoring like any of the intricacies of that, just like the path at which the story takes you to the region and stuff like the championship, like the league and the gyms and stuff. Considering only that kind of stuff, it's just like the gyms are phenomenal in Galar. I love the energy that they have. The tournament style league they had at the end was interesting and obviously meant to be based off of football, right? Like, but again, it's like that stuff is really cool. Those are the positives, but I'm not a fan of the wild area. When it wasn't the wild area, the paths felt extremely railroady. As opposed to usual. Like usually there's at least like a couple little branches going here and there to like break stuff down and explore, but it didn't feel like that was the case this time. And like one of the things I actually kind of really like with the games is when there's an area that's completely inaccessible until like halfway through the game, and you come back and then you like hop down a ledge and realize where you are is like that place you tried to get to 5 hours of gameplay ago. Like that's always fun, and I just didn't feel like there was none of that in Galar, and all of the like caves and stuff just had like one branch, you know. But yeah, no, I won't bash anyone for not liking it or for liking it, right? Like totally own opinion there. That's just those are my personal reasons for not being nearly as big of a fan of it. A friend wanted to watch the black and white anime. Never watched. You know, episode 10. It feels like torture. Not a fan of it. Black and white anime is abysmal. I feel like Mel had similarly strong feelings on it. I think for her, part of the problem was always what was on TV, like when she got ready for school or something. Soft reboot that doesn't make any sense. You know what? I actually do somewhat remember that. For how little of the anime I saw, yeah, it was like basically, yeah, like Ash and Pikachu flew to Unova to start like their journey like for the black and white anime, and like they make a whole big deal of like, oh, it's a brand new start, and like it's only them. Granted, it makes sense. It makes sense story wise, right, and region wise, right? It's one thing to like continue traveling across the same country. Because the 4 previous regions, the only other 4 regions were all based off of Japan. Like that's all like in the same, even if it's different regions, like the same general geographic area, same country that it's based off of, same like area. And like those regions all kind of have like points where you could say they almost like touch, right? But Unova is clear on the other side of the world in terms of its reference, and so it makes sense for it to be far away. Welcome back, Shy. Black and White was your first Pokemon anime. Take watching like actively presently with a very heavy grain of salt because I haven't watched an episode in like 2 years. But I've been watching the Indigo League anime. I've been trying to go back through the whole thing. Pikachu beats all the legendary and then loses to a level 5 Snivy. I don't know, man. Maybe everything in Unova is just that much stronger. Notice that every battle Ash is a super effective type in another Pokemon. Ash loses. When he's a non-effective type, he would straight up win. That's just Ash logic, right? Best thing happened, listen to a recording of someone playing One Winged Angel, and they finished the song right when you won, so it lined up perfectly with the victory theme. Nice. Thinking of trying to play Star Fox? That'd be fun. Excuse me. Whew. So the part in the beginning that is interesting where Zekrom steals Pikachu's electricity, which was an interesting plot point, and then just magically came back in the next episode. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Pokemon is in a very interesting situation writing-wise, where it's like, it's episodic, but it's not, right? Like everything has to, like, you have to be able to sit down and watch any individual episode on its own outside of, like, an occasional part 1, part 2. Or in that case, you just make sure that when you rerun them, you play them back to back. But, like, yeah, it's just an interesting situation when you're a show like Pokemon, where you're trying to be a serialized kids show, and it's just hard to do that. It's really hard to be a serialized kids show because you're trying so hard to make it so the show can be run as reruns all the time. You know, you want to make it so that, like in the case of Pokemon, especially back in Black and White area, they wanted to make it where Cartoon Network would rerun it constantly, right? Like, they wanted to be the show that was rerun. They wanted to be the show that Cartoon Network paid them more to rerun it, right? So, like, you have to make it so that every episode can just be watched on its own, with the most minimal of previously on Pokemon, right? Like, you have to be able to do that, and that's it. That's it. It has to be able to be explained there, and the episode still be cool and have a resolution, right? Like, you can have a to be continued, and you can have a previously on it. Can't have both. The only seasons that are actually continuous are Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 a little. Like, those stories all run together. What do you mean by continuous? It's like 5 just kind of happens on its own, and then they go back to just acting like it didn't happen for 6. Been listening it's way too much 21 Pilots, and NF, not many people know NF. Yeah, that's another band, I don't know NF. Wish we got an anime and only Galar, but we got Journeys. I don't know, honestly, maybe they just didn't have a lot, like, that they felt they could use for Journey, or for, like, a Galar anime. Actually calls back to Gen 1 through 4 Ash. Okay, cool. Just kind of ignore it, act like it didn't happen. A little more subtle version of a Crash 4. Its references back, and it's ignoring Wrath of Cortex, it ignoring Twinsanity, which I'm a little bit upset with. It ignoring Crash Team Racing. Or not Crash Team Racing, but Crash Tag Team Racing. Literally ignore Unova Ash, which was very smart of the writers. I mean, sometimes, yeah, it's just like, yeah, we shouldn't do that, right? Like, the thing is, most of the time that happens, the writers are aware, you know? Like, it almost always is the case, right? Where, like, when you drill down into what made this bad, and it's like, why did the writers do this? It's like, because they were told to. They didn't want to. And, you know, you just... That's always the story every time, right? Is like the writers are like, we told them it was a bad idea, but they're like, nah, it'll make us money. And then, sure enough, it made a little bit of money. I definitely know the Unova anime was badly received. But it's like, I imagine almost to a point they would have known beforehand. Before they started writing it, they would have known, you want us to do what? Like, at this point, you've spent like 10 years, like, building up this other thing. Like, you spent 10 to 15 years building up this whole other plot with the anime and stuff, and you just want us to, like, we're done, we're starting new. Like, that would really require Sinnoh's anime having left off on a good point for that. Which I don't know if it did or not. Christian rapper, really, he doesn't swear any of his music. It's more like, really hits close to home. Sad music. So I just explain really like enough. Okay, cool. Got you. You want us to restart? We'd call that an odd writing decision. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just... What am I trying to say? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what, like, the logic behind that would have been, but I can see it. I can see it, right? Where it's like... I can see it where someone somewhere thought that we've been running this story for too long. Let's restart the story. You know, it's like, it's such a different region. Let's just restart everything. You know, None of the old companions coming in for a bit or anything like that. No confusion, just start fresh. And yeah, I can see how that just kind of didn't work, you know? Granted, like, part of the reason I guess is probably because Black and White has such a strong story on its own. Like, the Unova story itself would stand up as its own kind of anime. Like, you know, where, like, the other ones is like, Ash just continues on his journey, right? Like, that's just what it was. But like, Unova has such its own story that it doesn't need to just kind of be this open-ended thing. It can, like, start and end on its own. But it's still weird to do that with the anime. It's more like when you're sad about certain situations and can relate to the stuff. It's a little motto. It's real music. It's all stuff that's going on in my life. Got you. It's like one of the sad boy rapper kind of people. Remember seeing a drawing of a Drifloon where the yellow things on the strings are actually talons and you can't unsee it? I mean, it's got to be able to, like, make children float away somehow. You know, if it could have been its own anime series. Like, honestly, yeah, if they had done that and they just used, like, a different protagonist aside from Ash, it probably would have also flopped, honestly, because people have been like, what the heck, where's Ash? I want Ash in my anime, but, like, that... separate issue, right? Like, that's kind of where you're trying to balance, right? It's like, you want to run the Unova story, but you also want, like, you know, like, you want to run the Unova story, but at the same time, you want to have it be Ash so everyone knows what's going on. Time for them sad boy hours. I'll be real. So, largely when it comes to, like, the sad boy rapper style of music and stuff, like, I don't know, something about it is almost infuriating to me just because I love the sound of it most of the time. Like, remove the lyrics, like, remove the, like, the actual, like, words of the lyrics, just leave the sounds. It's awesome. I love the tone of it. I almost never can, like, stand the lyrics. There's, like, one or two people who tend to do it decently, and I'm okay with it. Like, I don't know how NF is, I guess. That's part of it, right? But, like, there are some that I've listened to, and I was like, I can't... Like, the lyrics are too intensely the woe is me. To the point where it's like, dude, I can't, like... The lyrics are too intense for how mellow the sound is a lot of the time. Of the ones that I come across. That tends to be the case. That tends to be the case for me in my opinion. It's just like, I love the sound. I want the sound to be what it is, but I just, like, the lyrics have got to be something else. Like, a lot of times, even, like, I can listen to one of the songs and I'm like, oh, it's okay, and then I listen to the others and I'm like, this is the same stuff, right? Like, it's the same meaning in different lyrics, you know. It's not a Little Peep or anything. It's more like a sad Eminem. I mean, like, I totally get it. I mean, like, I haven't listened to Lil Peep, so I don't actually know any of that. Like, one of the ones that I actually like, and I've listened to a good bit from various songs of theirs, is Dempsey Rollboy. I enjoy his stuff. Usually it's all very unique, and there's actually a variety in the sound of it, but really what it is any recommendations that come off of him are incredibly generic from Spotify, where it's like, I listen to one song, I'm like, this is okay. And I listen to the rest, I'm like, this is the same song. You rewrote the lyrics, but it's the same song. You know, it's a different beat, different lyrics, but they mean the same thing, and the beat is close enough that with, like, your voice saying the lyrics that mean the same thing, it's the same song. Like, that tends to end up being my problem with it. Usually. I watched a good chunk of the Gen 7 anime. The only problem is way too much filler and not much story progression until the last season. I mean, what? Yeah, how long did that one have to run? Because I think part of the problem that you would have had for Sun and Moon's anime is, you know, like, X and Y could switch to an ORAS of some sort, right? I don't know if it did, but it could have. Or have some amount of that happen, right? Where, like, Sun and Moon then had to do Yusum, and then had Let's Go happen, which it didn't do anything with, so, like, yeah, you had, what, like 5 straight years of trying to do the Alola story, which there's really not a lot of story there. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of filler, especially when they aimed more towards the comedy side of it. on Phase 8 in both stories in Scarlet Nexus, and the story is going great, especially when playing them together. So what's Scarlet Nexus? Different than Sad Boy Rap. You should listen to one of his songs. Just listen to see. Don't have to, but give him a shot. Yeah, I'll have to give him a shot. XY went to XYZ and had a whole storyline about Zygarde, which was really good. Yeah, so like Sun and Moon really didn't have that, right? Like they just did that. They just did like Sun and Moon the whole time. Imagine if every region got the Unnovan treatment and got sequels. That'd be interesting. I don't know if I'm a super big fan of that always happening. I think the DLC idea with Gen 8 worked okay. I don't know, DLC in general gets like a kind of negative reaction, at least from a lot of like my demographic of players, just because we're so used to DLC being like random cosmetic items or parts of the story that should have been in the first place, which it really should have been this time. But in the case of Pokemon, it made sense because it's like buy the DLC instead of buying another game for twice as much of the DLC, right? So like that made sense here to basically give us the same kind of situation, but yeah, I don't know, because I know a lot of people didn't like that Black and White were so story heavy to the point they could have a sequel. And then like Yusum was kind of iffy. It wasn't really a sequel. It was basically the same. It was basically just like move the story 5 years forward. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Okay, I actually did have to check this because the name started to sound more and more familiar sudden. Paid My Dues has been in my like songs playlist for about 4 years. So I have indeed heard of NF, and yeah, okay, I got you, he's good. I can see where the sound's similar, I can see where the sound's almost similar there, right? But yeah, no, his sound was good, it was good. Gonna do a marathon kind of where you play through Ultra Sun Sword again over the weekend. That'll be fun. Hope that goes well for you. Hope you find some shinies, make it exciting. Scarlet Nexus is a future tech apocalyptic world where two characters get their own teams and everyone on the team are friends and their own organization splits in two sides and some members. Interesting. But yeah, so sudden. I see what you're saying there as far as NF now. Now that I know I've listened to at least one of his songs before, so I can see where you come from with your description and everything. I can see the comparison. I can see the comparisons. What you were saying. See the comparisons a little bit. At least someone knows them. Yeah, the Robotics See My Mentor actually used that as as like the reveal video song. I guess like 2 or 3 years ago now. Gonna use pre-planned teams, taking suggestions for tonight as you're doing them as soon as you get home from Leonora. Nice. Think you might go. All right, Earthbound fan. Thank you so much for being here. It was good to have you in stream. Hope to see you again soon, and hope you have a good rest of your night. We're so close to 1,000 Drifloon, guys. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Yeah, see you later, Earthbound fan. Hope to see you again soon. started with first, it's going to be with you the whole game. No thinking, you think you know who you're going to pick in Ultra Sun. I have a suspicion. I have ideas of who it could be. Want the owl. It's a good choice. It's always a solid choice. Jesse, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? A jolly nature. A jolly little owl would be nice. Watching the anime, think you said you were. If you count me watching an episode 2 years ago is still actively watching it, yes. I'm on like episode 4 of Indigo League. I don't know, I just haven't had... If I've had the time, I haven't had the motivation. I want to. I really want to. It's like, it's one of the biggest things for me not to have done when it comes to Pokemon. Is to not have watched the anime all the way through. Realize you've been listening to NF since the Perception album in like 2015, 2016. Indigo League's boring? I don't know, honestly, it has been boring. I mean, it has a lot of good, like, obviously nostalgic story points to it, but like, it's not bad. It's iconic, but if you look at it, it's boring. I mean, I guess like not having reference for anything else, I don't find it boring. I just like watched a couple episodes one day and then like didn't pick it up anymore. Hate decision-wise speed. It's too slow to outspeed much, but too fast. Even with 0 speed IVs and a speed hindering nature to run in Trick Room. It just falls on that very unfortunate middle ground. It's okay, but like the main plot points are way better. Like the main plot points and other stuff. That's fair. When we realized he dropped his album this year and I won't get another one until 2023. I have a feeling Ian's going to love the Hoenn anime. Oh, that's honestly, Vanillix, that's the part I've been wanting to get to. Like at the end of the day, I just want to watch the Hoenn anime. Honestly, I just want to watch Hoenn, but I just want to watch Adventures, but I want to watch everything in order. That's honestly been a goal of mine. I started planning on doing this like my freshman year of college, so like 2016. Like the second half of my freshman year of college, I was already planning this. Maybe even honestly like 2015. What else do you have? Can't be Grass or Ghost. I don't know. I think you're set with Rowlet. You just need one Rowlet and you're all good. If you had 6 Rowlets, that'd be even better. You can skip, they're not very continuous. They are, but it's boiled down to, oh, Ash is going to a new region. That doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna watch all of it. Because like I've said before, I watch all of it. There's, like, I have no, I don't know, I never get behind the idea of, oh, you can skip this part, it's filler. It's like, but it's part of it. I don't know, the completionist in me is like, no, I want to watch, if I'm going to watch it, I'm going to watch all of it, right? Like, there really shouldn't be a point of, you can skip these episodes, they're not that good, or, you know, here and there and stuff, like people do with Naruto, or people do with One Piece and stuff. It's like, I get that it's long, and, like, it's totally fine to have, like, episodes you want to rewatch and stuff, but, like, as someone getting into it, I want to watch all of it. That's so many episodes to watch. I'm aware there's a lot to watch. I don't deny that. Want to do a mono Rowlet, but don't think he's old enough. Plus ice kills him. Almost don't let him get hit by ice. Same with Mario. You can skip from world 1 to 5, but you want to do it all. Yeah, like if I'm genuinely playing a Mario game, like I don't want to like I want to play like 90% of the levels at least, right? Like if there are branches, that's fine, but like outside of like speedrunning, like I don't really enjoy like doing the like skip 4 worlds thing. There's more each day. Well, then I just gotta watch faster than they make them. Could probably catch up, honestly. I mean, yeah, like they release like what? Like they release like how many episodes they release a year? Like maybe like at most it's like 60. And that would be an insane number, so I don't think it's that. It's not that. You're talking like a normal anime like length release, right? Don't want to grow up, you don't want to be 16, you don't want to be old. 16's fine. I was happy with being 16 because I got to drive. After that, I didn't really care. But at least being 16 was good. Do you also watch the special Pokemon episodes as well? If not, Kalusha is already out the window. I don't think there were any special Pokemon episodes before episode 3, so I'm still on track. Episodes are 15 minutes. I think Gen 4 they came 30. They would all be like 20 minutes. Like they always filled a full 30-minute slot. Want to try so you can learn more about your cards? That one's always good. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Also, guys, here we go. Encounter number 1000. Could beat Ultra Sun with only ghosts. That could be fun. One last spoopy hurrah. Remember the older seasons being 15? I mean, maybe they put like 2 episodes into a single like time block. Ever heard of commercial breaks? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, generally things are like... Yeah, generally episodes and stuff are going to be like 20 minutes. Leaving buffer on each side as well as a commercial break in the middle. Caleb the mechanic is going to happen. Heck yeah. Winter Vacation has Santa Claus in it. With a 6th antler. Oh, for episodes, yeah. Want to get 2 spoopy shinies during spoopy month? Me too. Me too, son. We still have Halloween to do. We have tomorrow and we have Halloween itself to try to find some more spoopy mons. Yeah, so we're working on that. We're working on that. And our plan is to do Pumpkaboo on Halloween again, so that's a heads up. As well as, again, I'll mention, for anyone who wasn't here, remember the Halloween stream, there will be costumes for me and for the cat. So be here early if you want to see the cat in the costume. She's definitely not going to be in the costume the whole time. I will not put her through that. But if you want to be here and you want to see the cat live in a Pikachu costume, look out for the stream announcement for the Halloween stream. Started listening to 21 Pilots' new album, even though you haven't even liked their music since the Blurry Face album. The new album's just eh. I never listened to 21 Pilots, so it just never was my thing. What's your big Halloween hunt? You're doing Yamask, even if you don't have Scorch. I am doing Pumpkaboo. That is the plan. It'll be Pumpkaboo. Gonna cosplay as Shy Guy your costume since it's got a mask. Let's run far enough away to hopefully reload all the grass, or at least most of it. Sad pop and sad rap really isn't. Rock isn't really a thing anymore. Fair. I mean, things that were on my playlist in like freshman year of high school are still in my playlist and are still the basis for a large amount of the music I listen to. I don't know about you guys, but I can generally trace the music I listen to back, like, there's like 3, maybe 4 artists that were like, that I found like outside of recommendations based off other stuff I listen to. And like, I can trace everything else I've listened to back to one of those like 3 or 4. Want to do a Gen 8 Rowlet hunt? Do it. 20 Pilot's new album's great if you listen to their music since they became a thing. You're 3 when they first formed, but as soon as you knew them, you've been a fan since 2014. Cool. Really want to add Centiskorch to your decks? Do it. I mean, that's totally fair, Vanillix. Like, there are artists that like are really big for me, but I haven't enjoyed their stuff past a certain point. Like, for me, Foo Fighters, kind of their latest album was a little bit eh. It wasn't my thing. They've matured past the music that I enjoy from them, which is totally fine. Another band doing the same is Hollywood Undead. I actually haven't really enjoyed. I haven't fully listened through all the new songs on any of their albums since 5. Like, 5 is the last album Hollywood Undead put out that I listened to like everything and enjoyed like all but like one song on the album, you know? Love Foo Fighters' old stuff, absolutely. Monkey Wrench is fantastic, along with all their other like normal like massive hits like Learn to Fly, Everlong. Couldn't think of it for a second. Yeah, Pretender. Yeah, it's all great. That's the only Hollywood Undead album you like. I like all their stuff before 5. Yeah, so like No Swim in the Underground, Swan Song. I don't know why I started No Swim in the Underground. Yeah, Swan Song, American Tragedy. Don't really listen to. I can't even remember the name of their album in between. The 2 albums with Deuce is the like lead singer. The second one with him, Bad Town's good on it, but that's about it. Tear It Up and Bad Town are good, and the rest are just kind of eh. But then yeah, American Tragedy's good. No Swim in the Underground's good. Day of the Dead's great. Yeah, Day of the Dead, and I think after Day of the Dead it was 5. Unless I'm forgetting one that happened in the middle there, but yeah, those have all been good. Do you hear Hollywood Undead? Indeed you did. American Tragedy used to be a ringtone? Nice. I regret not buying the deluxe version of that, because like Scava and Mother Murder are fantastic songs that just aren't on the normal one, and I was like, yo, these are great, why did I not buy this one? Small change, you're doing Ultramoon instead, so you can have Mandibuzz. There you go. Here's some of Green Day's new stuff, and it's not the same. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. I mean, how old is that band? Like, how long have they been doing stuff? Like, 30 years? Yeah, they've been doing stuff for like 30 years, you know? So, like, they have changed. Their lead singer's 50. Very different from when they were in their 20s. You know, that's just what happens. Early 2000s? No. 90s, dude. Like, the whole of the 90s. They've been doing it a long time. Yeah, 98, okay. Not the whole of the 90s then. But, like, again, they've been doing it a long time. Became relevant. Okay, they've been doing it longer than 98 then. Yeah. American Idiot, Boulevard, Broken Dreams, Holiday, iconic songs. Oh yeah, so many of their songs are iconic. I mean, Time of Our Lives. Yeah, no. No, they have so many of their songs from then. Super iconic. 21 Guns, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could sit here for forever, and we could literally just name every Green Day song from like the early 2000s. And like, yeah, all of them are good. I said we could. I didn't say we necessarily should. But yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah, it's not surprising that one of the bands that is the most influential on like the punk rock genre has good punk rock songs, right? Panic song that kind of slaps. Yeah, I haven't listened to any of their new stuff. I probably listened to a little bit of their new stuff just from like a concert, but that's about it. Metallica too. Haven't made a new album in years. Yeah, I mean they're just old. Factsopedia, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Can you hit what? Yeah, they're old. Yeah, indeed. Ultimate Team will be Decidueye, Muck, Mandibuzz, Cloyster, Arcanine, and Mudsdale. Nice. Verified, right? Sub button or nah? Do it. Hit the sub button, man. Hit it. It deserves it. Just hit it as hard as you can. Top 10 bands are immediately TOP. I'm like, I'm not sure, but you're gonna say what it is. How many shinies you got so far? On stream I can't tell you an exact number because I haven't like kept track of an exact number. Overall, including like stuff I haven't done on stream, between 200 and 300. On stream, probably around, I don't know, somewhere between like 75 and 100. I'm not sure. I'm not sure my exact on-stream number just because, like, Let's Go Hunting's weird. I do see Blink on your list, so sudden your list is automatically valid. Found like 1K. I can just pull up my, I could pull out my, my RNG busted Emerald cartridge and just like catch like 1,000 Poochyena tomorrow. I don't feel like that would count though, but I could do it. Like the one stream we did way back in like 2018. Or even earlier. It might have been late 2017. The like RNG abused the RNG abused Emerald stream. We just found like 13 Poochyenas because it's Emerald and Emerald's RNG is so busted. I don't know. How do you miss a balloon? You should be able to ask me because I've done it so many times, but I don't know. The finest? Can you smash? Is it also the sub button, as Faxopedia said? But welcome to the stream, the finest. How you doing today? So far you got, for Sword, Bearscuda, Centiskorch, Cuddles, and Boltund. Any ideas? You've told me Cuddles is a Pokemon. What Pokemon is Cuddles? I know you've told me this. Since oh yeah. All right. I don't know. How early game are you trying to get him, Shy? And Jake, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, man. Does the counter automatically go up, or do you have to hit something? I have a button on my stream deck that increments the counter. That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool if I could make it like go up, just like recognize I did an encounter. That'd be awesome. But yeah, no, I have my stream deck, and it just has. Ignore the fact that these Pokemon are both very wrong. But on my stream deck, I have like just this button right here just makes the number go up for this hunt. This button does that for the 3DS hunts down. Ignore that it's a Jirachi and a Cresselia. I tried doing something where like I could change what Pokemon it was on the screen and it would change to a saved hunt, but that never worked. Want a free cuddle? Promise it wouldn't steal your wallet. See, like if you didn't make that promise, I'd believe the promise more. Definitely gonna Eternatus. Alright. Honestly, I wish I could give you some kind of like smart answer here. As far as like a good number, or like not a good Pokemon, like for like typing and stuff, but I'm just so trash at that kind of thing. Broke his stream deck? How did I break my stream deck? My stream deck's still in one piece, it's working. I think. Master Umbreon 248, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? It's going well. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well. Does the CIA know you have that? I'm on some kind of watch list for it. But yeah, like I have the other things I have on here is like I can control my lights and stuff. Yeah, as far as just like turning those on and off. I don't know why I do that, because it always ends up blowing out the exposure. Why is Jirachi stuck there? Because I manually set it to Jirachi, and then tried to make it where I could automatically change it, and it just didn't change. You play Pokemon Go? I used to play it in college a lot more. I don't really play it now. Just because lockdown and everything. Like it made it hard to go out. I used to like when I was in college it worked fine because there was Pokestops everywhere, but once I moved out of college there's like a shopping mall that had a bunch around it, but then I just didn't go there and stuff. I think either of those would work, Shy. We do now. Jake B's been undercover the whole time. Been plotting to come into stream. And building up a reputation here. Master Umbreon, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that sub hype from Master Umbreon. Some other person was in here talking about that earlier. You like baseball? Nice, you following the World Series? I know that's like happening now. Sub hype indeed. Yeah, baseball can be pretty fun to watch. Do I like baseball? It can be fun to watch. I go to games on occasion. My dad has some easy access to decent tickets, so I'll go on occasion. I don't follow it super closely. The only sports I like really follow are like or college football, but that's about it. Aside from and like motorsports, but As far as like baseball, I'll go to like I'll go to games if I have a ticket. Watch the Mets, cool. Ah. I think you'll have both. Cause when you first play through a sword, Yamask helped it be. After getting to Eternatus, Grimmsnarl will go. There you go. That works. Motorsports are your favorite kind of sports? Same. There's a reason I'm out karting at least once a week. Do you get Zamazenta in this? I don't actually have a Zamazenta in this. My Dex entry came from my friend's copy of Shield, and then I haven't been able to get the... I'm still waiting, because like, GameStop in North America doesn't have the Zamazenta cards for some reason. So I gotta wait to get those. Like, whenever they come in. I'm just gonna have to keep checking back at my GameStop and be like, hey, do you guys have the card yet? Because I have the Zacian card, but I don't have Zamazenta. So this is Sword. So I have a Zacian in here, and I have a Zacian I can put in my copy of Shield, but I haven't beaten Shield. When the band's playing Gartic Phone, but you're too awkward to join, don't have a mic, so you have to use no mic, and don't want to take up a spot save for someone else. Yes, social anxiety. Signed up for GameStop Ireland? How do you do that? I feel like that has to be like a different link entirely. You got an Irish Zacian? Does that actually change anything? I would think the code's pretty neutral. I would assume the code's neutral and that it, like, when it goes into the game, it just picks up on the stuff that you have in the game. Online website's the Ireland one. They have a non-Irish website. Let's see your list of top 10 bands. I did, and I didn't recognize all of the acronyms. I recognized some of them. Like, I saw MCR, I saw FOB. But, like, all I said was I saw Blink was on the list, so you weren't wrong. Centiscore Chase Attack EVs, best set to have. The dog is an AG. Oh, you wrote it out fully? Did you? I must have missed it then? I don't know, I might have done that weird thing where it just like doesn't tell me about messages or something. He'll write it again. Alright, we'll see if it works this time. I don't know, because it does... Again, YouTube just does that weird thing where they block stuff. Also, guys, thank you for getting the stream to 15 likes. I appreciate it. Hype that we hit our like goal for the day. I also appreciate all the new subs. We've gained a good few subs today. That's awesome. Some new Yamask evolved into that Rock Tomb thing without seeing any spoilers or trailers yet. You remembered it from an older game? Yeah, I mean... I think, like, when you see Yamask, it just kind of makes sense. Given Galarian Yamask looks like it would evolve into Runegrigus. You were right, but not. It's like you remembered it from an older game, but it didn't exist in the older game. Knew a lot about Gen 8 games without the info out. Also, guys, you know what time it is. For the regulars in chat, you know what time it is. There we go, we get some crabs in chat. Remember before Zacian and Zamazento's names revealed you had a dream? Where you had a sword named Zacian and a shield named Zamazenta. That's some prophetic stuff right there. Dweble time. How do you know this? I don't know. I don't know, man. Apparently your uncle works at Nintendo and you just didn't know it. Maybe because your uncle is Nintendo. Alright, glad we got the same jokes there. Alright. Okay, TOP I didn't get, so 21 Pilots. Despite us talking about it, I didn't get that. Hollywood Undead, Blink-182, Chemical Romance, old Fallout Boy. Not a fan of the new Fallout Boy band. Is there a new one? Green Day, Offspring. Okay. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Red Hot Chili Peppers, 3 Years. Yeah, no, that's not a bad list. OP8 Pokemon tier list? What? I'm confused. CCR mainly because they can scream they're in the trees because of Fortunate Son. It's a little messed up, man. Okay, again, okay, so we're still in the playlist that is supposedly the Rocket League music playlist, and there have been some songs that have definitely been in Rocket League, and I remember them from being in Rocket League, but like, what is some of this stuff? Some of this just doesn't quite feel like it was actually in Rocket League, and I feel like Monster Cat's just messing with us. How many wings do you think you could eat till you were full? So my teeth have a pretty big overbite, so I actually usually just get boneless wings if I get wings, because I can't eat, like, if it has the bone in it, there's going to be a lot of food that I haven't eaten from the wings. But usually I can have, like, 10 boneless wings, and then that's, like, max. I'm out. I'm tapping out at that point. This song is in Rocket League? Alright. Yes, this is one of the ones I didn't recognize. And I figured, like, with the amount of time Rocket League's still been going that I haven't been playing, it makes sense that there'd be some other songs in here. Prove it? Prove that I could eat 10 wings? You just want me to eat wings on stream? I mean, that'd be interesting content, I guess. I'd have to get wings, though. Torture? What is torture? Sounds like a great stream, not gonna lie. But it's not even like I love the concept of this being like this big grandiose stream to happen, and all that it is and like at the end of the day all it is me eating 10 wings. Like it's not like a Hot Ones kind of thing or anything. It's my normal order of wings from like any kind of wing place I go to, of just like 10 boneless barbecue wings and some honey mustard. And that's it. Like, that's what it is. You can get your own wings. But yeah, no, like 10 to 12 is it. Like, that's max. That's it. Eating a normal amount of food challenge. Especially as someone of my height, like, yeah, just like eating a standard serving. Yeah. Eating the appropriate amount of food challenge. Oh boy, guys, watch me eat 2,800 calories today. Think you can afford wings? You think I can afford wings? I mean, I can, but do you think I can afford another, like, serving of wings? I don't know, dude. That's pushing it. Fiscal responsibility is staying right on that thin line of being able to afford stuff and being broke. That's actually how this stuff works. It's my taxpayer. I didn't mean to run into that. I didn't mean to run into the core fish. Mr. Floaty TV, 2 GameCubes, 3D printer, and a darn cat. Cats aren't cheap. That's fair. Cats are not cheap. They require food. Shockingly, they require food more than once. My cat has made that abundantly clear. Adele's gonna be Pika Cat this weekend. We'll see how tolerant of it she is. There's a solid chance she just doesn't want anything to do with it. So yeah, really the most I can promise is like 5 minutes. So I'm scheduling that stream tonight. Make sure if you are interested in seeing Adele wearing a Pikachu costume that you are here when the stream starts. What if in a challenge, like if the sun goes up to 3,000, you gotta eat the hottest chip? So Jake, I've actually considered stuff like that. We've kind of tried to do stuff like that, or we haven't like tried stuff in like long term or anything. We tried it on one stream. I bought like a bunch of like sour and spicy candies. Granted, they weren't really that hot or spicy, or like that spicy or sour. It was just like a first attempt. Yeah, like that kind of thing would be fun. I just have to like find some stuff like that. Why is suddenly a gun coming into this equation, son? Don't you dare. The hottest chip thing? So yeah, we tried that. Just unfortunately none of it was actually like spicy or sour enough for me to be like, ah. Because obviously you want it to be like an actual reaction and stuff. You want to like actually do something, but just the stuff I tried just didn't. Don't get that idea in your head. The hottest chip. I gotta find what the hottest chip is. Because I would like to do something like that. I think that kind of thing could be fun. I just gotta actually figure out what to do, you know? So, drinking a gallon of milk after the one chip challenge. I generally enjoy spicy stuff. I just don't really think I've hit like a high on the spice, you know, like the spice meter, you know? I just don't know. It just came out of nowhere, dude. I have no clue what that was. I have no context here. It just feels like I missed something. But I just want to say again, guys, thanks for getting the stream up to the 15 likes. I do appreciate that. And also, again, thank you to all the new subs. If you guys know anyone who'd be interested in the stream, who is not here, has not been here, feel free to share the stream. Let them know about it. Would love to have more people here. Too much Back for Blood, guns on the mind. Alright, I guess that's valid. You invited Jeb Jab. Well, I appreciate that, Shy. I do appreciate that. Like a child. Hey now. I'm old enough to make my own decisions, I think. Ow. But she's not here right now, so woohoo, I make my own big boy choices now. I would assume it's still legit. I don't know how many people have impersonators of them on YouTube. Ooh, brilliant Drifloon here. Come on. Nope. Figuring out how to pull-ups, yep. Most days. Boppin' Rocket League song right here. That's what the whole playlist should be. I don't know why so many of these songs are like not in there. 100 push-ups with no shiny by 1,000. So you just want to maybe do 100 push-ups right now. 3,000, yeah. It's like if I'm gonna take that run with 1,000. Come on now. Might come back to this spot in Crown Tundra for your Kaparaja hunt. If you have a magnet pole on, that's a ton of encounters without doing anything. Yeah, that'd be great, dude. 'Teasing you. He keeps calling you a liar, which was the time about Duskull. You got the castle at 16. One second, I'm looking at something real quick. $117 Senate Scorch, no shine yet. Hopefully soon. Gonna be shunned to the corner again. You just keep reminding me of it, man. Nah, you good. Saw this one guy sharpen a bunch of pencils because he ran from a shiny electrode. No. That's a very interesting. It's a very interesting punishment for failing a shiny. Was that Smallant? I know Smallant's done like pencil sharpening stuff, and I know he's done some shiny hunting things, but I don't know. I didn't know if did he do those together. Fifth Brilliant, one of the hunt. See, that's the problem with the KO method, right? Like the fact that there's so few brilliants. Like that's the biggest issue with these hunts is that the brilliants are so rare that it's like, who cares that the brilliance odds are boosted, right? Like I really don't care that the brilliant odds are boosted because it doesn't matter, right? Like you don't see any brilliant, so it's basically just full odds all the time. PT Red, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's going well. How are you doing today? Shiny Lock on Heart Gold. That might have been Smallant then. He ran because of speed up, and so he took a break and worked on his world record time for pencil sharpening. Alright, that's Smallant then. Okay. So I knew individually those two things had happened. Soul Silver, but general idea. Got you. We're making a lot of progress on this hunt, guys. Yeah, these 60% encounter rate days are really nice. flying through these encounters way faster than we were yesterday. Or not yesterday, but Tuesday. Last stream. When he says he races in a go-kart, he means he's racing in his Lamborghini Power Wheels. I've been had. It's exactly what I'm doing. That's good, not too bad. Still working on Masuda hatching Rowlet and looking for shiny starters in red. Best of luck. Once you get 500 plus KO'd, you're only doing brilliance. Good luck with that, man. Good luck. There's just not enough of them. There's just not enough. Pay for JP College challenge if no shiny by 1200. That's a steep one right there. I can't afford anyone else's college. Racing a Mustang Power Wheels. Hopefully there's no like small crowd around me if I'm doing that. Pop it up left and right. Dang. I'm jealous because I get like none. Like we've had like maybe 4 or 5 today, and we've done almost 400 encounters. Like they're just not common. It's at least for me. They have not been common for me with my 500. Mustang slander, I see you. It's only slander if it isn't true. And let's be real. Statistically speaking, you are more likely to have a leg broken on the curb by a Mustang than any other car. Don't get how people play on multiple systems and reset them all at the same time. Depending on the system, you can either just like, you can kind of like link the buttons together. Excuse me. Like, if you're doing a lot of Game Boy stuff, like GBA stuff, and you're hunting a whole bunch of things together, what you can actually do is if you use GameCubes and Game Boy players, you can use a Wavebird controller. And if you're using the Wavebird controller, you can control all the systems at once. With skill and finesse. I wish I had those things. More likely to break a bone from a Mustang than falling from a tree. Oh man, they just seek out curbs and crowds. There was one time in college at the car meets I would go to where a guy showed up like from out of town in a Mustang and was trying to show off as he left. And fortunately for us, we were in a parking deck and he was outside of the parking deck at this point. So there was no crowd for him to hit. So we continued in a straight line. Very rare, but when there's no crowd around, that is what they do. No, but he was flooring it, trying to make it sound super loud, but it was like the little 4-cylinder turbo Mustang. So it's like, eh. He floored it. It was looking at us up in the parking deck. So like he was going this way and looking that way, and did not see this way a speed table, like, you know, like basically like a speed bump that's also like a crosswalk. It's like super long. No way to just hit it and go over it. Like you're going to go up and have your suspension reset on it, right? Well, he noticed it at the last second and hit the brake. Still going about 55 when he hit it, and got fully 4 wheels airborne. Hit the ground, was off all the pedals at this point, very dazed because he just launched. Rolled, and still rolled with enough speed to get all 4 wheels off the ground on the next one. And then he drove off. Like 90% certainty he was leaking oil. We'll skirt right into the crowds. Shiwase. That was from Beat Saber. 4-cylinder turbo mini Mustangs. I mean, honestly, the EcoBoost stuff's not terrible. It's just not what you normally expect. It's like it doesn't get super loud. So it's like, what are you showing off, right? Your girlfriend's boyfriend to leave her alone? Hold up. There's some splaining to do here. Something's not quite right. Samuel, what's going on, man? How you doing? There was big hail in Adelaide yesterday. Oh, hope everything's okay for you, man. Hope nothing got damaged or anything like that. Good to have you here, man. Hope it is going well, and thank you again, dude, for the super chat earlier. I really appreciate it. Jerks in the Mustang trying to be cool, but no, they're also crushed by a twin turbo V8 Miata. To be fair, though, a twin turbo V8 Miata is a different beast entirely. It is basically, it's just a Camaro. It's a turbocharged Camaro engine dropped in a go-kart. Are you're bugging her? Hey, Ree, what's going on? Welcome back. I feel like everything you say here makes this more concerning, Jake. I'm not gonna lie, you're not helping your case. Basically, a kid driving a go-kart very poorly. Nah, basically, so the reality of it, honestly, is like the fact that Mustangs are decently capable cars for how cheap they are. Like that's really what it is. This is just, it's very cheap. It's relatively cheap for how easily you can make it do a burnout. That's the reality of it, right? And it's all good. I like to help out anywhere you can. It's time for lunch. Ooh, what you gonna have for lunch, man? Traction's non-existent. Not when they turn the traction control off. Which of course you do during a car meet. When you're leaving a car meet, you gotta do a burnout, right? Found the best way to not get on your girlfriend's nerves? Not to have, just to not have one. Broke the 1K mark. Indeed we did. We've been flying through encounters today. Leave your girlfriend non-existent. Yeah, there you go. That's a solution to the problem. But also, son, speaking of driving go-karts poorly, I did a goof yesterday when I was at the track. I think it's the first time I've had to slow anything down because of me, but I goofed so hard, and like, the cart was bad, I'll throw that out there, the cart was bad, but man, I tried to get out of some people's way, and the cart went the opposite direction, and then gripped and shot across the track the other way, and I was like, oh god. I feel like a Miata with a single turbo would be a Mustang, like anything. This, Remember, keep the chat PG. Just a heads up. Strong hate for Mustangs. Yeah, you can just keep chat PG and we're all good. And I don't really mind them. I like memeing on them. Pizza sound good? Pizza would be really good. Pizza's always a good option. prefer Schlotzsky's to the sandwich shop, and they're really good. Your favorite is the original New Alice. Cool, cool. Want a Miata as your first car or an RX-7 Savannah? I'm not familiar with Savannah. It parosmia, so all the great foods taste like garbage. Oh no, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. That's gotta be terrible, honestly. Not getting facial hair anytime soon. You've pretty much seen the extent of the facial hair I can grow. There's this nice like patch right here that just doesn't exist. Pretty nice RX-7. Looks good for its price. What model is it? You've been surviving off coffee and fruit for a week. Can't wait until you can eat something good again. Yeah, man, I feel for you. Hopefully you can eat something soon. A female cat has more facial hair than you. I mean, I would hope that your cat has more facial hair because they should have hair everywhere. They're a cat. Unless they're a Sphinx cat. That's a whole different situation. Literally called the Mazda RX-7 Savannah. FD, FC, FB, what are we talking here? Alright, yeah, let's look it up. Let's see what this is. Okay, so it's an FC. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, so it's just that Savannah is just a part of the name. Yeah, looking at it, I think Savannah is just part of the... Interesting. Should have failed your shiny Drifloon. Yeah, why would you want to fail it? I'm confused here. Doesn't seem like it would ever be a good thing. Went into the hunt with a Dampmon, and there's a video of the capture. If it broke out, it would have went pop and have been gone. Oh, so like not, oh, I wish I had, but like, dang, it would have happened. Got you. I see what you're saying now, because I was like, why would you think like it would have been better if you had failed it, but not like, by all accounts, you should have failed it. Not really like, oh, I wish I had. I got you, I got you. Favorite type of meat? Tough question. Honestly, like, if we're just talking, like, generally, probably like turkey. Like burgers and stuff, like beef burgers are fantastic, but like, as far as like being decent in pretty much everything, turkey's pretty good. But I got in one ball. Basically, like me and the Charizard and the Dragonite. Miata RX-7 settle for an Eclipse or an RX-8. Sudden has expensive taste. Yeah, I'd settle for other somewhat iconic JDM cars. Crazy when you hunted Ralts and Alpha Sapphire with no moves keeping it from using teleport. Oh god, no, that's scary. That's what happened with my Ralts as well. Is like the shiny was one of the ones that could teleport. Gotta go. All right, see you later, Shy. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. I appreciate having you here. But yeah, I had that as well, right? Where like, it just happened to be that the shiny Ralts for me was a Ralts that was of a high enough level to have teleport. Just as a heads up, most of the Ralts in Ornas don't know teleport. It's only ones from Dexnav. Thought it would be a lamb kind of guy. I've never had lamb. Sold it for a 180SX or 240SX. Not expensive at all. Too lazy to do all that prepping? Fair. I just kind of gambled during mine that I won't like find one that's level 12 or higher, and sure enough I had like a level 14 shiny. It's like, crud. And so we're just throwing Pokeballs at it. And it worked for me. It ended up working. Find a barn find car and rebuild it. Honestly, I mean, just finding some stuff that's like really beat up on like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace is probably a good idea. Excuse me, as far as barn find kind of things. Also, I am going to go ahead and wrap up the stream here in a minute or so. I know we usually go to like the hour mark, but I am going to wrap up here. I got some things I need to do. I have some people who are being a little bit impatient and waiting on me, so I need to do some stuff. I can't remember if your shiny had teleport. All you know is you got lucky and caught it. Hey, that's all that matters, right? You caught it. It was shiny and you caught it. That's the important thing. 100% rebuild a car. I think it'd be fun to do that at some point. I mean, I say that like I don't have a Crown Vic that's falling apart in my driveway that like I could work on. I say that like I literally don't have a car that's intended to be a project car. All right, let's see who's live with shiny hunting. All right, guys. Also, let's see who's down for a raid. Let's see who's down for a raid. I want to do a raid. But I want to see if you guys want to do a raid first. Daddy's fixed cars and we sell them. That's cool. Yeah, let's see some raid hype in the chat, guys. If we see some raid hype, I will get a raid set up for us here. What do you mean by raid? So basically, I'm wrapping up the stream here. Yeah, so I'm wrapping up the stream here. But generally with a raid, I'll post a link to another streamer's chat, or to another stream in my chat is the last thing I do when I hop off. And all the viewers go in there, like say like, oh, this is a raid, and then you know, hang out in that chat for a bit. And it's just a fun time kind of thing. Raid. All right, Ree seems to be down for the raid. I think Shy and Sudden usually are down for him. So we'll do that. We'll do it. We'll get the raid going here. We're going to continue walking across the grass here in this one direction, and then we'll wrap up. All right. Also, it is R-A-I-D. You had it right. I think you're typing read right now. But yeah, we'll do a raid. Alright, final Drifloon right here, guys. And it is not a shiny. So I do want to say thank you to everyone who has been here today. A big thank you to Samuel for the super chat. A big thank you to all the new subs. A big thank you to everyone who left a like. We're going to be doing a raid here. We're going to be raiding Inferno Men. Yeah, here we go. Got his link. But yeah, thank you again, guys, for being here. Hope to see you guys again tomorrow. We'll be continuing the Drifloon hunt. And again, be here on Sunday. I'm going to be scheduling the Sunday stream tonight. be here on Sunday if you want to see my cat dressed up as Pikachu. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. You guys have been great. Hope to see you guys again next time, and until then, take care.